Good morning. Happy April 11th. I wanted to share a little bit about myself. I'm a Floridian. I'm a native. There's not too many of us. Yes, we are wild. We're a lot of fun. And yes, hurricane parties are a real thing. So actually what I wanted to share with you guys today is a story. Well, there's a couple things. But growing up in Florida, we have a lot of hurricanes. Okay, I'm used to hurricanes. I love hurricanes. The pure power behind them is just, it's exhilarating. Okay, I love being in the middle of a hurricane. Now, obviously, they cause lots of damage, and that is no bueno. That's obviously terrible. But you know what happens after every time we have a hurricane and it blows through and there's damage and, there's debris everywhere and people are hurting, people are in shock. What happens? Humanity comes together and they help each other. I remember when I was in Ormond Beach and we had Matthew come through and all of our neighbors just came together. We had a big barbecue. Everybody cooked up, their food that was defrosting. We were without power for 5 days and we all just came together. Another example of this is what happened when September 11th happened. Kind of changed things in our country for a little bit, didn't it? People came together, people were being a little bit nicer, everybody came together to work together relentlessly to find, bodies and find loved ones, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful time in humanity. Well, I'm here to tell you that we have some natural disasters that are going to be coming up. We have some major world events that are going to be coming up, and I don't know what they are. I had a dream last week and I'm not completely sure what it means, but I have also been listening to other people, and we have some stuff coming up, guys. It's this world is needing to come together now more than ever. We are needing to bring that part of our humanity and stop looking at skin color and stop, being distracted by everything and come together and be kind to one another, help one another out, love one another. We're going through a very tumultuous, that was a good word, time in our country right now, especially when it comes to the racial, separation and like the discrimination that's taking place. There's anger on both sides, and it's really sad. But I believe that there's going to be something because apparently we're all very stubborn, that's going to happen, that's going to make us all come together. Guys, we need to stop looking at, how different we all are and start looking at how alike we all are. Listen, I've been studying the human race since I was born. Good figure. And there's patterns. There's a lot of patterns. And we're all hurting. And I've done a lot of freaking work on myself to heal those broken spots, that lie within myself. And I am pleading with you guys to do the same. And start loving your neighbor, who lives next to you. Do something nice for them. Leave them a nice note on their car. When you're walking through, the mall and something happens, a kid drops something, stop and pick it up for them. Say hi greet them with a smile. If you see your neighbor outside and they're struggling with something, go over and ask if you can help them. If somebody asks for your seat because maybe they have a baby, like, don't be a jerk and not give it to them. I had a situation the other night where that happened when I was on the plane. It was extremely sad. When I left Las Vegas last week, I didn't have very much and I didn't want to be paying for food at the airport. So I grabbed a burrito out of the fridge and I cut it in half, and I was going to have I was going to be traveling quite a bit, and when I got to the Las Vegas airport, I was outside and this homeless man was going through the trash cans and pulling out food and eating it. And I go, no, I can't do this. So I took half of my burrito and I walked over to him and I was like, here. I was like, I'll share with you. And he took it and he looked at me, kind of a confused look, but then his face lightened up and he walked on. And I don't tell you that because I want to bring, attention to myself. It's not about that, but it's about like, what are the needs that we see around us? How can we help? Because here's the deal. The more we give, the more we receive. The more we give And the kinder we are, the more we receive. Karma's a real thing, guys. You need to be paying attention. So I need you to know there's going to be some major things happening around the world that are going to force us to our knees if we don't do it ourselves. Matter of fact, they're going to happen regardless. So you might as well start preparing for it and actually, start being nice to one another. So anyways, that's my message for right now. I'm sure you'll hear from me again. I took a little bit of a break yesterday. I was exhausted, so tired, but some amazing things are happening. Some very transformative things are happening. And, I can't wait. I so can't wait. I love you guys, and I will be with you guys again soon. Mwah.